What is the pettiest thing your dad's ever done? I was 7 when my mom destroyed my dad's life. No warning, no conversation. She just called her lawyer and said he was abusive and a danger to the kids. This was the same man who never raised his voice in our house. Mom sat across the courtroom and wouldn't even look at him. Dad's lawyer asked for a chance to present evidence. Mom's lawyer shut it down. We're requesting full custody and supervised visitation only. The judge agreed. Dad's hands were shaking when they told him he had 2 weeks to move out. Just like that, I was ripped away from my father who literally did nothing wrong. Things got worse, fast. Mom moved on quick. She found a new boyfriend named Roger. The first year, Mom started forgetting to tell Dad about my stuff. Soccer games, school plays, the science fair I worked on for weeks. I'd look for him in the crowd. Empty seat every time. I asked her once, "Did you tell Dad about my game?" She didn't even look up. I'm sure I did. She didn't. I started to think maybe he just didn't care anymore. Maybe he forgot about me. That's what she wanted. I know that now. But back then, I was just a kid wondering why my dad stopped showing up. Then came the posts. Mom discovered social media like a weapon. Vague quotes about surviving narcissistic abuse. Long captions about protecting her kids from a monster. She never said my dad's name. She didn't have to. People figured it out. Comments let it in. "Stay strong, queen. You're so brave. He doesn't deserve those kids." Dad's friends saw it. His coworkers saw it. His own family saw it. Nobody asked for his side. They just believed her. Dad went from a respected man to a ghost. People crossed the street when they saw him. Stopped inviting him to things. He lost his job because someone showed his boss the posts. He was too much of a liability. That's what they said. A liability. My father, the guy who never missed a day of work in his life, gone. Just like that. But Mom still wasn't done. She called CPS on him on one of our supervised visits. That visit started different though. Dad pulled me aside before we sat down. He looked me in the eyes and said, "I need you to trust me. Things are going to change soon. Just wait." I didn't know what he meant, but something in his voice was different. He wasn't defeated anymore. He was calm, too calm. Then the knock came. My mom ran in worried and told the CPS officers she had concerns about her child's safety. I remember 2 strangers asking me questions while Dad sat in the other room with his head in his hands. They found nothing because there was nothing to find. The caseworker even said, "This home is perfectly safe." Mom smiled at her and said, "I just had to be sure. You understand?" Like she was the hero, but it didn't matter. Mom filed a motion the next week. She wanted his visitation revoked entirely. Said he was unstable and potentially dangerous. A court date was set. 1 hearing, that's all she needed. If she won, Dad was out of my life for good. No more visits, no more calls, nothing. I watched my dad the night before that hearing. He was sitting at the kitchen table in his little apartment, papers everywhere, eyes red. He looked at me and said, "I'm not giving up on you. I need you to know that." I didn't say anything. I just hugged him. I thought it was the last time I'd get to. The courtroom was tense. Mom sat there confident. She had won before. She was going to win again. Then Dad's lawyer stood up and said, "We'd like to call Roger to the stand." My stomach dropped. Roger, Mom's boyfriend. Why was he here? Mom's face went white. Roger sat down and wouldn't look at her. The lawyer asked, "How did you come to know the information you're about to share?" Roger said, "I found it on her phone." Layer by layer, the truth came out. First, the money. Roger explained that Mom had been funneling child support into a secret account for years. She wasn't protecting us. She was profiting off of us. Mom tried to object. The lawyer presented the bank statements. She went quiet. Then the texts. Screenshots of Mom bragging to her friends. "Easiest money I've ever made. All I had to do was say he was dangerous." The accusations were a strategy. A lie. She admitted it in writing. Mom's lawyer tried to intervene. The judge shut him down. Then Roger looked at my mom for the first time. His voice cracked. She begged me to run away with her. Said if I didn't, she'd drag me into this too. Ruin me like she ruined him. The lawyer asked, "Did she say what would happen to the children?" Roger nodded. "She said we'd leave them at a gas station and disappear." The courtroom went dead silent. Turns out my dad met Roger at the gym months ago. They became friends, and Roger told my dad everything.